Hi everyone. Good morning. Hello, it's Monday, March 15th. Isn't that the Ides of March? I don't remember. I used to remember. There was a March day called the Ides of March. Maybe it's the 13th. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But where I think it was supposed to be the date in which Julius Caesar was killed. But anybody know that history? I'll have to look it up. Hello, good morning. My name is Rita, and this is my program. I'm from Miss Rita to the Rescue is my channel, and the program is called Cricut Chat. And this is a daily, free, live video chat for working with Cricut machines and Cricut products. I am a Cricut product expert with Cricut for 6 years, and I like to do demonstrations. Good morning to all my friends. And so along the year, it's been a year officially that we've been doing these live video chats. And along the way, I have picked up a lot of wonderful friends, and they join me when they can on the chat. And they always are very helpful. So if you're new, please introduce yourselves. Oh, first day back from the vaccine, Babs. Nice to see you. So introduce yourselves. If you're new, you will get a very warm welcome from all the folks that are on chat. If you're watching the replay or on YouTube where I post all the replays, you can't see the chat, but you're welcome to comment on anything. I do respond to comments on YouTube. It sometimes takes me a couple of days to get there. But so Mondays are Mystery Material Mondays, and so today is no different. And let's see, we are going to be going over something that Cricut carries called corrugated. I always have a hard time spelling corrugated. It's corrugated cardboard. And actually the product is, it's sort of not explained very well in the product description. I looked it up, and it's actually a pack of both cardboard and corrugated cardboard. And it used to be available. A couple of them are out of stock. I don't know if they're coming back into stock, but it used to be available in a brights, a pastels, and then what's called the basics. And so today I wanted to make a basket full of strawberries, and I am using this. And so when I first started, I used cardstock, and I thought it was kind of flimsy. Hey girl, I thought it was kind of flimsy. So I started thinking, what could I do to make it a little bit more, sturdy. And so I chose corrugated cardboard. However, I started doing the corrugated cardboard, and I had some problems with the cutting. And I'm going to tell you what I did, and we'll try it again. But boy, I had a hard time with cutting. It cut. This is with the deep cut blade. It did not go so wonderful, but I'm willing to try it again. But then I started thinking, you know, this corrugated cardboard comes with two kinds of cardboard in it. It has this flat one, which is very sturdy, and then the corrugated. So I'm going to show you what's in all that. Then we're going to make strawberries, which are 3D strawberries, which I have closed up with this little bit of twine, which I thought looked really cute. And I decided not to put the handle on this. You could put the handle on, but it reminded me of when you'd go and buy strawberries at a farmer's market, and they would come in this paper basket, rather than, I don't think that they had handles. So I decided to dispense with the handles, and you can do the same if you'd like. And I'm going to show you how to put together the strawberries as well. There is a little trick to it. So it's real awful cute to make this. You are going to need some brads. That's what this is, brads, and a bit of twine if you like to put twine, right? So there is that. So before I get started, I want to say hello to everybody. Everybody seems like they're in a great mood. It is almost, it's halfway through the month, right? And we've got some really fun things coming up this week. We are starting our 7-day-a-week program. And just to remind you, Monday through Friday, we're here at 9 o'clock. That's Eastern time, here live on Facebook. And then on Saturday, we have the return of Date Night, which is sort of an evening program. We originally just do it kind of like this chat, this live chat. But I'm thinking once we get going, we might be able to incorporate Zoom or some kind of way into the weekly chats. We'll figure something out, okay? This week it will just be a regular chat just to kind of get back into the groove. Let's see. And then we'll return on Sunday for brunch, but at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And that brunch is for joy. And Fridays are for 3D. And Mondays are for mystery materials. Okay? And let's see. So there's that. I wanted to say hello to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I hear that there was some snow in corners of the United States last night or yesterday. So I hope you're all digging out. I'm expecting that we'll get some snow because that always happens to us here in New England. But if you're getting that beautiful warm weather, share your photos of your flowers, because man, I'm looking for some flowers. I am having a flower, a flower need fix. I need a flower fix. Okay. Okay. And then I want to tell you, I have some viewer mail. I received 2 pieces of viewer mail that are great, and I'm going to show you that. Listen, I am not a Cricut employee. I do not get paid. Some people have said that I get paid from Cricut. I do not. I do support myself. There are several ways that you can help me with that. And one is you can become a patron on Patreon. You can find me when you go to Patreon, Patreon.com, and look me up under Miss Rita to the Rescue. This is a monthly, completely voluntary monthly contribution that you would make to my channel. And if you subscribe to my Patreon, I will make sure I mention that you have in chats and to thank you. You can also watch my videos on YouTube. I do get some residual money for the advertisement. So there is that, and you'll be supporting me there. And if you place orders on Cricut.com using my link and code, you will receive, with the code for orders that are $50 or more, you'll receive 10% off and free shipping, and I'll receive a very small percentage of the sale. It's small. But just so you know, because I've had some people who have called me greedy because I do these things, and I really am not greedy, but I do support myself, and I am not an employee of Cricut. They don't pay me to do this. I do this because I love it. And the little extras that come my way are just sort of helping me with my little addiction by allowing me to buy more paper and more materials and things like that so I can present to you. Now, this week, we have some really fun projects coming up in addition to today. We're going to be working with alcohol inks. And the first project we're going to do is actually a Cricut project. And I do not think so. You're not greedy. Oh, thank you. I know, there are people. Thank you so much. Yay, thank you for using my code. So alcohol inks are up on the docket this week. And if my sublimation printer ever comes in, we'll be doing sublimation as well, because I am so looking forward to doing that sublimation ink challenge there. But the alcohol inks probably will do this week for sure. I don't want to say probably. We will do those for sure this week. I'm going to be using alcohol ink pens, and I also have alcohol ink that comes in like a little bottle. And tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, that we're going to be using these alcohol inks on acetate. So if you find your acetate, grab it and get it ready for tomorrow's project. We're making these really adorable, they look like stained glass window cling. They're not cling. Sorry. I don't want to call them window cling. Window ornaments that are eggs and chickies. And we're going to be using the alcohol ink to color them. And then we'll use some vinyl to give the effect of stained glass. So, so there is that. We're going to be doing that. And then all of my stuff for fairy lights have come in, so we're going to do that too. I'm thinking we might do that on Saturday night. I think that would be fun to do it on Saturday night. So let's get started. And good morning. Yes, the time change. I'm feeling a little bit draggy this morning because when we woke up, it was dark, and we woke up, I say we, my dogs and I woke up at like 5 o'clock. Well, no, it was 6 o'clock, but it was 5 o'clock to us. And it was very windy, very cold, and dark. So there you go. What I found out, I am not, someone's asking about sublimation printing, and I never jumped into it because I thought it was too expensive. But I learned from someone else that you could take a regular printer, and I found a very economical printer, an Epson EcoTank printer, and you can put the ink into this printer and use printing paper that's designed for sublimation, and it doesn't cost that much. So if you'd have to have an printer, an EcoTank printer, I found one Epson that was like $200, and but it has to be dedicated to sublimation. You can't go back and forth on it. So you can't use it as a regular printer and then use it as a sublimation printer back and forth. You can't do that. So the printer, I got it at Best Buy, and it was the I don't want to say cheapest, but the lowest priced Epson EcoTank, which should be fine to use. I'm just waiting for it to come in. I ordered it on Best Buy. And then I got the inks, which I got on Amazon they're called Printers Jack. Printers Jack is the name of the company that sells the ink. And I did also buy the sublimation paper, which I'll show you. But today is not about sublimation. Today is about mystery material, which is corrugated and regular cardstock, okay? So let me show you what this stuff is, first of all. Kind of a mess. I've been cleaning my studio. I do this several times a year, but in the spring I'm very studious about it. So I came across this corrugated cardboard set. Now this comes in three different packs. Okay, so this one is called the Basics. See, it says Basic Sampler, and it has like a gray, black, ivory, white, and craft brown. Right? And what it doesn't really say, it says it's a set, but what it really doesn't say is that what you get in it is both corrugated cardboard. Let me just try to get it out of this thing. Okay. So when you open it up, yes, you get this corrugated cardboard, and so there it is. But then in the back, there's cardboard that is, it's a nice thick cardboard, but it's not corrugated. So I hope you're not disappointed when you open up your pack. And again, these are available. I see them in the stores all the time. Here's the pastel sampler. And here is the bright sampler. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time keeping it all corralled. But so you do get this corrugated type of paper. It's not thick corrugated, but it's corrugated. And let me just grab the other thing that you get. Why am I having such a hard time? Okay, so here is the corrugated. Now, I had a hard time with cutting this. I first cut it out on regular cardstock, and then I started with the corrugated. And I started doing a couple of different things. First, I tried using the regular. I used the setting for corrugated cardstock, and this is what I used the regular fine point blade on. And it really seems, it did the scoring okay, but it didn't really do the cutting so great. So then I thought, deep cut blade, right? Which I tried with this one. Was this the deep cut blade? Yeah, and it didn't even cut all the way through, and it ripped, and it was really not so great. So I said no to the deep cut blade. Then I put it on backwards like this. See how the scoring is here? And tried to cut, and it just ruined this. Then I figured I would trick out the system and try the rotary blade, and that was a mess. My rotary blade just jammed. My machine, the button turned red and turned itself off, and I had to take it all out. So I said, well, I'm going to stick with the regular blade. And what I figured I would try is I would try both of these, the flat cardboard and the corrugated cardboard. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to show you how to do that. I was going to do the knife blade. I ran out of time, Annette. I might have to do it offline and let you guys know. But yeah, the knife blade might have worked, but I was thinking rotary blade because, you know why I was thinking rotary blade? Because I know rotary blade does crepe paper, and it makes beautiful crepe paper. And I remember when I first got my maker, someone said, oh, now I can do crepe paper. And I was like, yeah. And, now you can do crepe paper. So, okay, so Diana's saying she used the regular blade. She didn't have any cutting problems, but it only had 4 straight cuts. So that's what I'm thinking, Diana, because I have cut corrugated cardboard before, but it was just like a little square when I was making a mermaid box, and I wanted just as a decoration. So I'm thinking the corrugated cardboard might be used mostly as like a mat or like filler on a project that is not like actually a 3D thing that needs to be rounded at the corners and things like that. I think if I were going to do this over, I would probably use craft board in, that thicker craft board. But, this is how we do it. We learn as we go. And, I think the craft board would look authentic too if I did it in the brown. So let me tell you about this file, which I will give you. And it is from an image. Let me just save this so we can go. Let's see. We can start new because that's where you'll be starting. I will give you the file though. And so what we're going to do is we are going to go to images. All right. And from images, you guys know, I like to go to all images, and right here, I choose image sets. Now, this is from an old image set that was, I don't even know when it was launched, but it's called Spring Cottage. It's a small set. It was like one of those light cartridges way back in the day. And I always have liked this image set, and it has some really beautiful things on it that are like cottagey, including like, look at this gazebo and all these pretty spring images, the hyacinths and the tulips and the daffodils. So I think that these are really pretty. And you'll notice here, this is where I got the basket. And then also here, this is where I got the strawberry. Okay. So I'm going to go in there and just grab those. And as I mentioned, I first did it with the handle. You don't have to do it with the handle, but what I did here was I made the width 11.5, but one of the things, if you remove the handle, your basket will be bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to ungroup it and detach it, and then we can go ahead and contour. Okay, and I'm just going to remove the handle, and then I am going to reattach the score lines. Okay, and then I can make my my basket 11.5 inches, and it will be a true 11.5 inches. It will be bigger than actually the ones that I've been doing. So here is the basket. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way. If you don't want to take away the handle, you could always just lay it on top here and you'd still get 11.5 inches. Okay. Now the strawberries are these, you'll see it's just two pieces. It's a flat piece like this. And then there is the greenery like this. And the flat piece has a lot of what you call it, scoring, and you're going to score them like this. Now, this is a little tricky to do these. So I think I'm going to show you how to do it. You are going to need brads and just a tiny bit of glue. This is mostly being held together by brads. And then Ted's barking. And then I took the greenery, glued it on over the brad, and put a little bit of twine in there for visual interest. Okay. And so let's see. Let's go ahead and cut this. Oh, what I was trying to say is that I found the strawberries cut better at about 6 inches. It comes in at about 4.5 inches, but I think a width of 6 inches, or if you wanted to, you could make a double one and duplicate it and make one 5 inches, one 6 inches, that sort of thing, so that you'd have different size strawberries. I also found some of this paper. I only had like one sheet. This is called Swiss Dot. It's made by Basil, I think. I think it's a Basil product. And so I cut it out because it kind of looks strawberry-ish, but I only had one sheet of that, so I already used it. So let's go ahead and cut this. Hi, Amy. And again, so here's my strawberries, and you can duplicate these and make more of them, but we just have 2 here. There's my basket, and there are my pieces of the greenery, the tops of the strawberries. We're going to hit continue, and let us choose. I think what I'll do is I'll put the corrugated cardboard on. I'll use the corrugated cardboard setting, and then and including the the scoring wheel, I'll put it on facing up, and and see how it goes with the regular blade. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll start with the basket. So I'm going to use mat number 2, and I need to go to browse all materials. So here is where the corrugated cardboard resides, under art board. So I'm choosing that. But again, I might do this again and use craft board, but I wanted to show you because it is Mystery Material Monday. And you'll notice that I need to use the single scoring wheel, and then it says that I need the fine point blade coming up. So let me move you so you can see how this goes in to my maker. This does not, if you have an Explore, you don't need to use the scoring wheel. You can change to the scoring stylus. And but for this case, we'll use the scoring wheel. I know that it's 01 because it has the number. I know it's a single because it has the number 01. So I'm going to take it out of clamp B. I'm taking my cutting blade and housing out, and then I'm going to take my scoring wheel and I'm going to place it here so that it is in the cogs here in the back of my maker. Again, if you have an Explore, you can use this, which is the scoring stylus. I'm going to hit go. It actually makes kind of a funny noise when it's scoring on the corrugated cardboard. It's not an unpleasant noise. And it's just really fun sounding. And I'm not sure if it's going to make the sound now today. Can't really hear it, but it was making a sound. And I do apologize for the shadowing from the light. We have our spring light coming in, so that's what's happening there. So you see it's doing the scoring all around, and then on the edges here. And now it's going to stop and ask me, you can't see my screen, but it says to load the fine point blade in. So that's what I'm going to do, put my fine point blade in and see what happens. It's not that it didn't cut through, it cut through, but I think because of that corrugation, which is like it's kind of like a ziggy-zag of the paper, it seemed to tear it. You can see here, it tears the edges of it. It does cut it, but it sort of tears the edges. So I'm not sure what I can do to get around that. And as Diane, I think it was Diane, was saying that she's used it and it's been a very like squared off piece. You see it does some of the cutting fine, but it seems like when it's going up and down, it causes this tearing. So there is that. Instead of using the corrugated cardboard, I could use the cardboard that comes in this, and I have actually used that. So there you can use that, which I probably would use if I didn't use craft board. So let me show you. So I'm not really sure, and I'd love to hear what you guys think, but so see how it sort of like, it sort of like gets, I don't know, weird. It gets weird here. See that? Now, if you take it off, it will produce a cut out image here. Let me just, it looks like it's cut out all the way, but maybe not. Nope. Okay, so that didn't work. So let us go and redo it using the flat cardboard, because I want to show you how to put this thing together. And I don't have an example that is nice and put together. So I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to make sure that my mat, you can't see it, but I'm going to make sure it's selected for the basket, okay? And I'm going to take this out, and this again is the flat cardboard that comes in the corrugated cardboard set. All right, and I'm putting in the scoring wheel. And while we're waiting, I wanted to show you my my viewer mail that I got. This one is from Sandra Wade. First, it's a, I love it. It's a shaker card. Look at that. It's got little hearts and gold and white. And she used honeycomb. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting. But she used honeycomb in it. And it has bees. And it says, thanks a bazillion. And she put that in there. So cute. So cute. So there's that. And then I got it made me cry, actually, Faye. I got the most amazing donation from Faye with a beautiful Joy, Faye Norman, okay? With a beautiful Joy insert card. Thank you, Faye. I'm going to use it to actually buy, I'm going to use it to buy some lights so that we can see around here on Saturday night. So, I love this design, Sandra, and I'm wondering if we maybe can steal it from you. And I think it's just fabulous. Look at the cute bees. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love bees. I love bees. And then this, she used the holographic, which is beautiful there. Thank you so much, ladies. I do so appreciate it. And I'm going to just move some stuff off of my work surface, and we'll get our cardboard basket off of the mat, and I'll show you how to put it together, and the strawberries. I'll show you how to put the strawberries together. Okay. So this is much better, isn't it? Let me see. I know, beautiful cards. Very generous, too. Thank you very much, Faye. It did make me cry, actually. And, okay, so here is our completed basket. I like the, this little opening for air, I suppose, because it seems pretty authentic to me. And these aren't really Easter baskets. They're more, I think, more for, and you could obviously make them and put stuff in them, like, I don't know, some of your doodads. I have a lot of doodads. But, so what you're going to do is just score around the bottom of the basket. And I think if I wanted to, I would put the corrugated part there, just kind of so that I can say that I used it. And then on the top, these all get folded over, and there is one tab on one side. So fold that in, fold over, and fold in or out. You can do it the other way if you please. And see, if I had used cardstock, it would have done really well, but it wouldn't create a very sturdy box. So this one is done with cardstock. It's very papery. It feels like inauthentic, I guess. And this one was done with the cardboard. And it's much different. So let me just show you. There is cardstock. This is cardboard. It's a little more sturdy, right? And there is the corrugated one, which is a little cuter. But I didn't like the way that they cut. Okay. So to put this together, you need a little bit of glue. I'm going to use my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. If you haven't got your hands on this, you can buy it on Amazon. I have a link in the description of the videos. All my videos have that link. It's through Amazon, or you can buy it directly from their site. So the way that I put this together is I folded the edges inward, but I suppose you could do it this way. It's up to you. I don't know. I kind of like them in, but you know, now that I look at it, I actually did fold them out for one of the, no, I think the reason why I did it that way has to do with this. No, you could do it. All right. So let's fold them outward like this. Now, you notice here, this paper is a white core. That's what this means, is a white core. And if you don't like that look, you can take an ink pad and sort of very gently, I'm having a brain freeze. Take it and bounce it on take the mat and sort of put the ink on there to cover it up. That's what most people would do, or you could leave it just like that. All right. And so what we're going to do is take our glue. We're going to take two sides and we're going to put the glue on this tab. Okay. So they're both facing out. I'm going to put it on this side of the tab to hold it together. Oh, yes. Or if you don't have an ink pad, a marker, a tan marker would do as well. So I'm holding it so it's not available through Amazon? Oh, really? Maybe it's sold out. I know that they were having an issue with it selling out. At least barely was. Barely. Okay. So here we go. Here's the other tab. We're just going to work around it like this. You have to pinch it and hold it for a couple of seconds just so it will take. And if it comes apart, just do it again. So you're going to do this on all four sides. Did I make this mug? Yes, I did. We made this last fall. It's just simply a mug that I got at Target back in the fall. And it has this vinyl on there. But I use it for hold my glue. Okay, so here we go. Last one. And that's it. So easy. If you wanted to make a ton of these, you certainly could. I think you could actually, if you use the right material, you could actually use it for, like if you had a little farmer's market and you were selling something pretty sturdy, right? And so cute. They must be sold out, Ardeen. They must be sold out. So there is what it looks like. Mine's a little off center, so you can do it this way here. All right. And that's it. Now for these strawberries, I made them small, and here's one, the bigger size. This is like 5 inches. This is 6 inches. So, that's the size of cutting. And the way that they work is you have to fold them all at the score line. So this is the bigger one. I'm going to show you the bigger one because it's a little easier to maneuver. And I am going to need one of these, which is a brad. This is what a brad is. It's like a little fastener with two like wings on the end. See that? You can buy these at Michael's, and I guess you could buy them online. I always pick them up at Michael's. They're always on an end cap, and they're pretty cheap, like $2 or $3 for a pack. and they come in all different colors and what have you. I try to avoid the mini ones because I can't seem to get my fingers to work with them, but you do whatever you like. Okay, so here what I've done is I have folded all of the, except for this part here. So folded all of the sides to make the strawberry. And before we glue it, you're going to take your brad. You're going to start with, I suppose you could start with either side. I don't know. I start with this side, the one without the tab. And then I'm going to see what I'm doing. I'm taking and using the second petal, we'll call it a petal, with the hole and putting the brad in each successive hole. And that's going to create that 3D effect. Now, this takes patience and a little bit of coordination. So don't kill yourself if you're having problems with doing it, especially that last part. And I've been making these for a week now, and I'm still having trouble with that last piece. So that last piece really you have to really get your finger in there correctly. But it is doable. I just think a larger size is probably better. Here we go. And here is you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm basically putting that hole on the last piece into the brad. I'm going to turn it over. And sadly, my brad is opened up a little bit. Let's close it. And here we go. Now, if somebody wanted to, I suppose they could use red party foil for this, but I know I have fat fingers, so all right, so here we go. So now it's all in, and this is why you don't glue it first. So I have my hand in there, and I'm going to, with my fingers, open it up. You see, let me get real close so you can see what it looks like in there. And so your strawberry has started to take shape, and all you need to do is glue this edge and tuck it in. Granted, this part here, getting the glue to stick, is a little challenging too, but it will happen if you hold it there. So then when you're done, which is what this is, I did not glue this one, but when you're done, you're going to take this piece, right? This is the way I did it anyway. I'm sure there might be other alternative ways of doing it, and if you have one, share it. But so I'm still having a hard time with getting that glue to stick. I mean, maybe need a little bit more on the edge. Okay. So I hear a lot of people making comments. If you put the brad top on the inside, would the green top cover the brad legs? Yep, I do. I put, I'm going to try putting it on the inside. Let's try that. The way that I did it originally was put it so that the brad top was covered by the green edge, but let's try it the way that Annette is suggesting. And that is, instead of doing it so the top of the brad is here, we can do it so the bottom of the brad is here. This might actually be easier, Annette. This is a great suggestion. So in order to, I mean, you still have to fuss with these little petals or pieces with the holes. I mean, it's still a little challenging, but when you come out the other end, yep, that works too. There you go, Annette. And this will be covered by the greenery. There you go. So either way, whichever way is easier for you, this is going to be covered. Okay. So still you have to glue up the opening, but don't do the gluing until after. And I suppose if you have like a little, I don't know, something like a pickup stick or whatever, that you can sort of hold this closed. And to be honest, I mean, the glue, it doesn't need to stay closed, but I did get it. Yeah, see, it's sort of open here. And I think if you leave it open like that, that's fine too. And then what I did was take a strand of twine. I just want to see what people are saying. Yep. Okay, so I took a strand of twine, and you guys know that I have a problem with the ends of my twine coming undone. So I put a little piece of masking tape on it just to make it easier to thread. And I take my little green piece, and I'm going to go in this way and come out the other way, just like this. And this is just decorative. You don't have to use twine. You don't have to even use anything, but I like it, and the holes are there. So then I did that, and I'm going to just cut these little ends. Oh, these are my crappy scissors. Okay, here we go. Cut these little ends and glue them to the top of the strawberry. Just like that. I'd imagine if, you know, you wanted to get real creative about this, you could make the strawberries all different sizes. You could use your inks or your pens to sort of give it that feel. Or if you found like kind of a polka dotted paper, that would work pretty good, because, you know, strawberries have those little white polka dots where the actual seeds are kept, and you could have some pretty interesting and authentic looking strawberries. So you do need quite a few strawberries to fill your basket. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 already, and I'll put the 6th one in. You could also put some, you know, grass in there if you wanted to, so that the strawberries were at the top. This is why I didn't like the handle. So I'm probably going to take the handle off, but let's see how it looks without the handle. Right. So I think I would take some like shred and put it in the bottom instead of making, but I also already cut out a bunch of these strawberries. Okay. And that's it. That's it. The strawberry basket with the strawberries. I'll put one more together so you can see what I'm doing. Plus it gets me closer to my goal. Here is the smaller one. Okay, brad, we're going to try Annette's thing again, where we put the brad in with the shiny little button part underneath. And then I'm going to, this is the smaller one. Okay, here we go. Shiny part underneath. And then pull each bit with the hole in over the brad. This is why I liked the larger size. So pull this over like this, and then open up the legs, or the whatever you want to call these, the wings of your brad. Tuck in so I wouldn't go any smaller than 5 inches, because unless you have extremely nimble fingers, it makes, if 5 inches, it's a little tough. All right, so there is the completed one. obviously you'll do it better by, you know, waiting for this glue to adhere, but we're on a time crunch here. Then take the green piece with your twine, and if it helps you, you can wrap the end in masking tape or some kind of a tape, just so that it makes it easier to loop it in. Go in one hole, come out the other, and then tie a simple knot, just a regular one knot to here, like this, and then cut off the legs or the ends of these. Just kind of gives a real rusticy look. Put some glue here. And press and hold it so that the glue gets there. And that is it, folks. That's how to make a strawberry basket. It's a 3D strawberry basket with strawberries on the inside. So I think that counts as flowers, because we're going to be doing more 3D flowers coming up. I did mention crepe paper, and I wanted to show you crepe paper on the Cricut. I actually took a class with Leah Griffith. This is now 3 years ago, but I took a class with Leah Griffith to learn how to do a crepe paper tulip. And it was so much fun. I did use the maker because the maker is the only machine that will cut the crepe paper that we have found out. So, okay, everyone, thanks for coming today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please join me again tomorrow when we're going to be working with alcohol ink. You can either use the markers or the droppers, and alcohol ink and acetate to make a really cute, like a window decoration that looks like stained glass. This little house. Okay, this house is from Lori Whitlock, and it actually, I didn't put it together all that great, but it's one of like 6 or 7 that she designed, so I can show you how to put it together, sure. But it is an outside file, so I'll have to maybe schedule it for there. Oh, she also came out with a really nice Easter village that I was thinking about doing as well, so I can show you both of them maybe on Friday. Can probably do it on Friday. All right, everyone. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming today. We'll see you again tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye. Oh, enjoy those mug presses. I love seeing your pictures of the mug presses. So continue to share those in the group. And the group's name is called Cricut Chat with Miss Rita, and you're welcome to join. And in fact, people might be sending you, sharing the group with you, because we're running a promotion right now on Cricut Chat with Miss Rita Facebook group, that we're giving away a Cricut Cutie, the white one. And if you share, one person that shared will win the Cricut Cutie, the white one. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a great day and enjoy. And I hope you craft all day. Bye.